Sup/x/. I made a post here August 10, 2020 that began as thread related, made a few prior to that but that one got some traction. Here's context so you don't have to dig through an archive thanks to someone making a video of it. Here's what I know now since this thread. Thanks to Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization investigators and our own independent recce's to gather info. At the time we didn't know what it was. Now it's narrowed down to an evolutionary branch of North American apes, aka Bigfoot or some shit. It's fast as fuck, and can cover 100 to 150 meters of a max 45-degree slope in less than a minute through thick brush. Its calls are incredibly loud and due to it being allegedly a rock ape of some sort, it can make semi-human noises. Initial call will reverberate through your chest, the rest loses volume as they continue. It hates fire and light. It will generally avoid humans unless the same ones are frequently in their turf or in one of their sacred places. At this point, due to their speed and strength, it can absolutely destroy a human. Allegedly avoiding thick trees is preferable to evade being killed by a large stick ambush. Allegedly its fatty tissue will shrug off anything that's less than a 308, or M855 M855A1 out of a 1820 barrel. We've ran into mutilated deer, squirrels, coyotes, with no visible damage to them except for the entirety of their guts, including flesh to be removed up to the spine. Pic-related, allegedly it will tear off trail cams, implying it monitors humans, which would explain feeling constantly watched or being in a place you're not supposed to be, and implies it might be able to pick up infrared wavelengths. Allegedly 3 incidents outside of ours in the same rough area. More north of our location though from 2004 to 2011, my buddy and I are going to do a soft recce of one of the mines where we've noticed this. These things seem to source from. Below are some light deets on what we plan to do, and if you guys have any critical input or advice, feel free to give it. You guys have been a great source of entertainment at work, and got me into doing this shit which is fun. Recce deets below. 0.75-1 mile hike through 3 feet snow. Total time 6 to 8 hours. Recce the mine shaft and as many neighboring structures as we can before we have to turn around to make it back to our Vic before sunset. Leave a breadcrumb trail of chem lights every 30 minutes and at notable spots, photographed, to double as markers if we get caught up at night, and to monitor for any activity should they be moved/removed. Gear. Packing as light as possible, so no body armor, only helmets with multiple headlamps, emergency strobes, and a shit ton of flares, ammo and illumination sources, plus minimal recce gear, snowshoes, GoPro, cameras, phone cameras, etc. Measuring stick and bags. Should we find anything of note to document or snag. 120 AR-15 for damage dealing with 5 mags NATO 3. 250 FPS 5.56 FMJ with rifle light. 116 AR-15 for suppression and mine exploration with 5 mags M855 for serious shit and 4 mags Tull steel ammo for general noise or flash making and suppression. M50 masks for mine encounters and any biohazards. Meals. Pedialyte. Loop. Various snow removal shit and vehicle in case an OPSI happens. Anything else you guys would advise to bring? Note this is an ongoing thing, so there will probably be updates on this area throughout and up to 2024 at max. Recce is in 3 days by the way.
What the fuck is recce? Like Reese's peanut butter or what?
Recce is slang for reconnaissance. The DoD is chock full of stupid acronyms, but some are practical.
Did anything ever come of you trying to feed it or communicate with it?
Communication has been so far met by hostility or nothing. I'd have to check with my friend who's been in that area since I moved to see what he's encountered. Although after the food offer stuff, that's when the dead animals showed up. Barring there was a few-month interlude due to us all getting caught up by life. My friend was the one who encountered the dead animals though.
But adipose tissue is one of the least dense tissues in a mammalian body. It won't shrug off shit.
I was kinda tipsy last night so my bad on that. However, a combination of tough hide, Fa 1/4 R and adequate adipose tissue can make it so munitions and lower velocity would just be the equivalent of a very small but hefty punch. This is especially so when physical size is factored in, hence why higher caliber munitions are needed for hunting large game, versus a .22 short rifle being a one-and-done god killer. Plus, I've seen dudes take hits from a decent amount of 5.45, 5.56, 9mm and .45 rounds and still keep fighting for a bit. Ballistics will fuck up a body, but conditions such as velocity, where something was hit, shock or adrenaline, and so forth factor in a lot.
Fishing line and some either bells or pop cans you can fill with small rocks or whatever to make noise and set up a cheap perimeter alarms or the blank round alarms. Set it far enough outside where your main location, or outside of line if sight at night time. Could also toss some snap lights on so you can see some visual movement of the lines. Also, have you done any full overnight stays to see what its reaction would be? Whatever these things are, they definitely aren't something you want sneaking up on you. Buddy and I had one of these, or some large being literally bolt straight at us through blackberry brambles on forest on the edge of a large sheep pasture. Heard distant screams before from this, but far enough away not worried, and also found over the years a few disemboweled sheep nearby. This scream was two different tones, a ear-piercing high-pitched scream and a super low note draw so close you could feel it vibrate the air in your lungs like what happens at music venue near the speakers. In retrospect, I think it just wanted us to leave and bluff charged us, but anything that could produce the power and speed of that, if it wanted us dead, we'd be dead.
I share your exact same sentiment. Also, we've been thinking of those things for summer ops, probably blank round traps to spook them away if they get tripped, and chemlayers at head level on the trees to catch any outlines.
Woo! Enjoy your sodomy adventure in the woods, faggot.